Pressure does not create character. It simply strips away the mask and reveals what was already there. To the world, you may appear composed when the seas are calm, but the true measure of your soul is taken only when the storm hits. The Stoics taught us that the world is a series of impressions, and how we react to those impressions defines whether we are masters of ourselves or slaves to our circumstances. Mental weakness is not a permanent state, but a collection of habits that keep you tethered to fear. Today, we will explore the 5 signs that you are mentally weak under pressure and how the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus can help you build an inner citadel that no external force can conquer. The first sign of a weak mind is immediate emotional reactivity. When a problem arises, the weak man allows his pulse to dictate his logic. He becomes a leaf in the wind, tossed about by anger, panic, or despair. He forgets that between the stimulus and the response, there is a space, and in that space lies our freedom. Epictetus famously said that it is not things themselves that disturb men, but their judgments about these things. If you lose your temper or fall into a state of paralysis the moment a plan goes wrong, you have surrendered your kingdom to the chaos. A strong mind views pressure as a laboratory, a place to test the theories of philosophy. It remains still, observing the storm without becoming part of it. The second sign is the instinct to seek external villains for internal discomfort. When the weight of responsibility becomes heavy, the mentally weak person looks for anyone to blame. They point to the economy, their upbringing, or their colleagues as the source of their failure. By doing this, they effectively hand over the keys of their life to others. If your success depends on everything going perfectly, you are fragile. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If your thoughts are focused on victimhood, your reality will be one of constant defeat. True strength is found in extreme ownership, acknowledging that while you cannot control the cards you are dealt, you have total authority over how you play the hand. As we navigate these lessons and look towards self-mastery, it is important to remember that wisdom is a shared journey. If you find value in these reflections, please subscribe this channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps this philosophy reach those who are currently struggling in silence. Let us continue our look into the signs of a weak mind so that we may transform them into pillars of strength. The third sign of weakness is the paralysis of indecision. Under pressure, the weak man is terrified of making the wrong choice, so he makes no choice at all. He waits for a guarantee that will never come, allowing opportunities to rot while he trembles in uncertainty. Stoicism teaches us that the only thing that truly belongs to us is our faculty of choice. To refuse to choose is to deny your own humanity. Seneca noted that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The fear of a wrong decision is often more damaging than the consequences of the decision itself. A strong man knows that a flawed action can be corrected, but a life of hesitation leads only to regret. The fourth sign is moral flexibility. Many people are virtuous when it costs them nothing, but the moment pressure is applied, their values evaporate. They lie to save face, they cheat to get ahead, or they abandon their principles to avoid discomfort. This is the ultimate mark of a weak spirit. To the Stoic, character is the only good that cannot be taken away. If you trade your integrity for a temporary relief from pressure, you have made a bankrupt bargain. You have traded your soul for a moment of ease. Strength is staying true to your nature, even when the world demands that you bend. It is the ability to say no to the easy path when it leads away from virtue. Finally, the fifth sign of mental weakness is the habit of complaining. Constant lamentation is the leaking of mental energy. Every time you complain about how hard life is, you are reinforcing the idea that you are a victim of your environment. You are telling your subconscious that you are powerless. The Stoics viewed complaining as a form of blasphemy against the nature of the universe. Marcus Aurelius told himself to never be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. Instead of wasting breath describing the weight of the burden, use that breath to carry it. When you stop complaining, you find that you have a massive reserve of energy that was previously being wasted on noise. Silence is often the loudest expression of strength. The path to mental fortitude is not found in avoiding pressure, but in welcoming it as the very tool that sharpens your edge. If you recognize these signs in yourself, do not despair. Acknowledge them as the map toward your own growth. By choosing responsibility over blame, action over hesitation, and virtue over convenience, you begin the process of becoming unshakable. The world will always provide the pressure. It is up to you to decide if it will crush you or turn you into a diamond. Stand tall, act with purpose, and remember that your character is the only thing the world cannot take from you unless you give it away. Join our membership. There is the link in the description.